Hi guys, what's up? Are you ready for another session with Kabe? I hope you're ready. In this session, we will reshape data arrays, whatever you want to call it. Just call it array. Okay. Let's read this. It is common to need to reshape an one-dimensional array into a two-dimensional array with one column and multiple arrays. NumPy provides a reshape function on the NumPy array object that can be used to reshape the data. The reshape function takes a single argument and that specifies the new shape of the array. In the case of reshaping a one-dimensional array into a two-dimensional array with one column, the tuple would be the shape of the array as the first dimensional data.shape 0 and 1 for the second dimensional. Okay, so what it's saying is that we have this beautiful data, we have this array, we created it, and then we reshape it. The reshape is like this. Okay, we want to reshape a one-dimensional to two-dimensional. Okay, first of all, we put the first element of the data.shape into the first element. Okay, and the second element, and the second one is you have to put 1 for it to be a two-dimensional array. Now let's run this. As you can see, first it was a 5 row and it has nothing in front of it. That means it is a one-dimensional array. Now after you reshape it and put 1 in the attribute, now in the argument, sorry, this is the argument. In the argument, and it will become a two-dimensional array with 1 column and 5 rows. Okay, I hope now you understand what the shape is like. What is the shape, and you have a better understanding of the attribute shape. Okay. Now we want to reshape a 2D dimensional array, 2D array to a 3D array. Okay, D means dimensional. Let's read this. I think it's important to read it. It has a lot of points that you need to remember. It is common to need to reshape two-dimensional array where each row represents a sequence into a three-dimensional array for algorithms that expect multiple samples of one or more time steps and one or more features. A good example is the LSTM recurrent neural network model in Keras deep learning library. The reshape function can be used directly specifying the new dimensionality. This is clear with an example. Okay. First, we have the data, a two-dimensional array, and then we just put the array function and then pass the data, and pour it in data again. We just print the data and the shape. Okay, then nothing new so far. But what we did here is that we reshaped it. Data.shape the first element. Okay, the first element, zeroth element, and the 1th element, meaning the second element of the data.shape attribute. And we put the number 1 in the third argument, okay, for the three-dimensional array. Okay, when we print this, it will become right like this. This was the first thing we had, the previous data we created. This is the data now after reshaping. As you can see, it has three dimensions. First dimension is these two. The second dimension is the another bracket over here, and the third one is the three of these elements. As you can see, when we print the shape, it becomes 3 by 2 by 1. 1 as in like the third dimension. Okay. Okay, I think this is good for the fifth. I think yeah, the fifth session. The next session, what we'll be discussing is that what is the array broadcasting, scalar and one-dimensional array, scalar and two-dimensional array, one-dimensional and two-dimensional array, and after that we will be defining a vector. I don't think the next session will reach over here, but until the next session, peace.